question number 116 here now. I shall read out the question for you. In earthworm, the female genital pore is present on the midventral line of A 10 segment, B 12 segment, C 13 segment, D 14 segment. You know very well that earthworm is a hermaphrodite here now. It has got a single female genital pore on 14 segment, while male genital pores are paired, they are present on 18 segment. So for the 16th question, correct answer is D. That is, the female genital pore is present midventrally in 14th segment. 117th question here now. The number of male genital pores in earthworm is, just now I said here now, the number of male genital pores in earthworm A2, B3, C1, D3 pairs. It has got 2, that is 1 pair of male genital pores, 2 are there in 18th segment. So 117th question, correct answer is A. Question number 118. In earthworm, male genital pores are present on A 18 segment, B 19 segment, C 10th segment, D 14 segment. Just now we made a mention here now. Earthworm has got a pair of male genital pores on 18th segment. So 118th question, correct answer is A. 119th question. In earthworm, nephridopores are absent in. Now in earthworm here now, the integumentary nephridia, which are also called micronephridia, they are present just beneath the skin here now. They open to the exterior through nephridopores. Nephridopores are present from third segment to the last segment. From third segment to the last segment, they are absent in first segment and the last segment. They are absent in first segment and second segment. So they are present from third segment to last segment. In every segment, about 200 to 250 nephridopores are present, but in clitellum, 10 times the normal number, 2000 to 2500 nephridopores are present. That's why they are called forest of nephridia. So 119th question, correct answer is 1 and 2 segments, there are no nephridopores. That is third segment onwards, they are present at the rate of 200 to 250. So 119th question, correct answer is A. Question number 120. In a mature earthworm, setae are absent in A. First and last segment only, B. First, last and clitellum, C. First segment only, D. Clitellar segment. In earthworm here now, setae are absent in first segment, last segment and clitellum. They are absent in first segment, last segment and clitellum, and the setae are arranged in perichetin manner. Okay, in some earthworms here now, setae are arranged evenly distributed around the annulus like this. If the setae are evenly distributed around annulus, you call it perichetin arrangement. Peritima, Megascolex, Dravida, Lampito, you find this arrangement here now. And in some earthworms here now, the setae are paired. 2 pairs on lateral side, 2 pairs on ventral side. That is 8 setae are there. This is octochetin arrangement. Octochetin arrangement or lumbricine arrangement is present in Octochetus, Lumbricus and Eutyphus. And all the other earthworms, perichetin arrangement is present. So in question number 120 is asking, in which segment setae are absent? They are absent in first segment, last segment and clitellum. They are absent in first segment, last segment and clitellum. Setae are absent. So 120th question, correct answer is B. Question number 121 here now. The last body segment of earthworm is known as A. peristomium, B. prostomium, C. clitellum, D. pygidium. In earthworm here now, the first segment is called peristomium or buccal segment. The last segment is pygidium. Okay, that transforms into the preanal segment here now. And the fall segment that arises from peristomium is called prostomium. So 121 question, correct answer is D. That is, pygidium is the last segment here now. So D is the correct answer for question number 121. Now 122. In earthworm, setae are embedded in epidermal pits called A. clitellar pits, B. setigerous sacs, C. prostomial sacs, D. pygidial sacs. In earthworm, setae are embedded in the invaginations of epidermis called setigerous sacs. What are they called? Setigerous sacs. So the setae are embedded in setigerous sacs in earthworm here. So 122 question, correct answer is B. setigerous sacs. Question number 123. In earthworm, which of the following plays an important role in locomotion? A. setae, B. clitellum, C. suckers, D. prostomium. In earthworm, locomotion is brought about by setae and they are assisted by muscles, then coelomic fluid and all that. So as per the question, the correct answer is A, setae. So 123 question, correct answer is A, setae. Question number 124. In earthworm, the cuticle is A, thick and cellular, B, thin and non-cellular, C, thick and multicellular, D, thin and multicellular. In earthworm, the cuticle is thin and non-cellular, deposited with chitin, then polysaccharides, mucopolysaccharides and all, and it is shed off periodically by molting. So 124th question, correct answer is B. Now 125th question here now. In Ferritima, spermatical openings are situated on A, mid-dorsal line of 5 to 9 segment, B, mid-ventral line of 5 to 9 segment, C, ventrolateral sides of 5 to 9 segment, D, all sides of 5 to 9 segment. Now in Ferritima, 4 pairs of spermatical pores are present and spermaticae are present in 6, 7, 8, 9 and they open to the exterior 2 spermatical pores which are ventrolaterally placed between 5 by 6, 6 by 7, 7 by 8 and 8 by 9. So 125th question, correct answer is ventrolateral sides of 5 to 9 segments. So 125th correct answer is C, ventrolateral sides of 5 to 9 segments. 126th question here now. In earthworm, the layer present below cuticle is A, muscle layer, B, outer coelomic epithelium, C, epidermis, D, inner coelomic epithelium. Now in earthworm, the body wall consists of outer cuticle, below cuticle there is epidermis, below epidermis there is a basement membrane which is also referred to as dermis here now, below that there is musculature. So 4 layers are present in the body wall: cuticle, epidermis, dermis and musculature. So he is asking in the question, in earthworm the layer present below cuticle, it is obviously the epidermis. So 126th question, correct answer is C, epidermis. 127th question here now. In earthworm, the epidermal layer is composed of A, cuboidal epithelial cells, B, squamous epithelial cells, C, columnar epithelial cells, D, fibrous epithelial cells. In earthworm, epidermis is made up of columnar cells here now. Epidermis is made up of columnar cells and those epidermal cells are A, number 1, columnar cells which form the bulk of epidermis, then B, gland cells. There are 2 types of gland cells, mucous gland cells and albumin gland cells. Then C, basal cells. The basal cells are the totipotent cells in earthworm, and D, receptor cells. Receptor cells, and all of them are basically columnar in shape here now. So it has got 4 kinds of cells: columnar cells, gland cells, basal cells and receptor cells. Columnar cells in turn are of 2 types: mucous gland cells and albumin gland cells. All of them are columnar. So the question 127, the correct answer is C, columnar epithelial cells. So 127 correct answer is C, columnar epithelial cells. 128th question here now. The epidermal layer of earthworm contains A, chromophil cells, B, nervous cells, C, secretory gland cells, D, excretory cells. The epidermal layer of earthworm contains chromophil cells. They are present in the pharyngeal region, so it is absent here now. Nerve cells are there within the nervous system. Excretory cells are there in the excretory system. So the correct answer obviously is secretory gland cells. So 120th question, correct answer is C, secretory gland cells. 129th question here now. In earthworm, coelomic epithelium is derived from A, endoderm, B, epidermis, C, mesoderm, D, hypoderm. Now in earthworm, in all schizocoelomates and enterocoelomates, the coelomic epithelia are obtained from mesoderm. That mesoderm splits to form outer somatic or parietal layer that lies below body wall and inner splanchnic or visceral layer that lies above gut wall. So 129th question, correct answer is C, mesoderm. 130th question. The 2 muscle layers found in the body wall of earthworm are A, inner circular, outer longitudinal, B, outer circular, inner longitudinal, C, inner oblique, outer circular, D, outer oblique and inner longitudinal. Now when you observe the body wall of earthworm here now, there is a cuticle like this. This is the cuticular layer. So this is the cuticle which is thin, non-cellular, deposited with chitin, collagen, so on and so forth. Then this is the epidermal region. This is the epidermis, which is also called hypodermis here now. This epidermis contains, as I said, 4 types of cells: columnar cells, gland cells, basal cells and receptor cells. Then here it is dermis. So this is dermis here now, or basement membrane. Then it has got musculature. In the musculature there are outer circular muscles. All these are circular muscles here now. Then there are inner longitudinal. These are longitudinal muscles here now. So this is, and again there is another sheet of circular muscle fibers. So circular muscles, longitudinal muscles, okay, and inner sheet of once again circular. So in the question is asking the 2 layers of muscles found are outer circular muscles and outer circular muscles and inner longitudinal muscles. 130th question, correct answer is B. Now 131, in earthworm, coelom or perivisceral cavity represents A, the space between cuticle and epidermis, B, the space between epidermis and muscular layer, C, the space between body wall and parietal layer, D, the space between body wall and alimentary canal. Now in all true coelomates now, the perivisceral cavity or the coelom lies between the outer body wall and inner gut wall, and internally it is lined by the mesodermal layers or coelomic layers or peritoneal layers. So 131 question, correct answer is D. Now question number 132, in earthworm, perivisceral cavity is referred to as A, nephridial cavity, B, coelom, C, excretory cavity, D, digestive cavity. So obviously in earthworm, the perivisceral cavity is referred to as coelom. So 132 question, correct answer is B, coelom. Now 133 question, coelom in earthworm is called A, metacoelom, B, enterocoelom, C, schizocoelom, D, pseudocoelom. Earthworm, in fact, Annelida is the first formed invertebrate phylum with schizocoelom here now. It is noticed in Annelida, Mollusca, Arthropoda and Vertebrata. In all of them, the coelom is schizocoelom. So 133 question, correct answer is C, schizocoelom, which is formed by splitting of mesoderm here. Now 134 question, coelom earthworm is divided into compartments by A, chitin, B, cuticle, C, muscles and D, septa. In earthworm the entire body cavity or coelom is divided into small chambers by transversely arranged muscle layers called septa. Septa are absent in the first 4 segments and even 9 segment also septum is absent. And 4 by 5, 5 by 6, 6 by 7, 7 by 8 and 9 by 10 are obliquely arranged, and rest of the septa are parallel to each other. And septa up to 13 segment, 12th or 13th segment, they are non-perforated. The typical septum is between 12 by 13 segment, which is perforated. So obviously the 134th question, correct answer is D, that is septa. Now 135 question, in earthworm coelomic fluid is with A, blood, B, botrytis tissue, C, coelomic fluid and D, plasma. So in earthworm, coelom is filled with coelomic fluid which is alkaline and colorless. So 135 question, correct answer is C. 136 question, which of the following acts as hydraulic skeleton or hydrostatic skeleton for earthworm during locomotion? A, cuticle, B, circular muscles, C, longitudinal muscles, D, coelomic fluid. Now coelomic fluid in earthworm acts as hydrostatic skeleton or hydraulic skeleton and thereby plays a vital role in locomotion. So 136 question, correct answer is D, coelomic fluid. 137 question, mouth opens into, in earthworm mouth opens into A, prostomium, B, buccal cavity, C, pharynx, D, gizzard. Now in earthworm, mouth lies below prostomium and opens into buccal cavity. Buccal cavity is followed by pharynx, pharynx is followed by gizzard, gizzard is followed by esophagus, then stomach and intestine. So 137 question, correct answer is B, buccal cavity. Now 138 question, in earthworm, buccal cavity is located in. Now in earthworm here now is a mouth. Mouth is followed by buccal cavity. Buccal cavity is followed by pharynx. Pharynx is followed by esophagus. Esophagus is followed by gizzard. Gizzard is followed by stomach. Stomach is followed by intestine. So these are the parts of the alimentary canal in earthworm. Buccal cavity is present from first segment to middle of third segment. Pharynx is present in third and fourth segment. Esophagus is from fifth to seventh segment. Gizzard is in eighth segment. Stomach is from ninth to 14th segment. Intestine is from 15th to last segment. So these are the various parts of the alimentary canal in earthworm. So in the question 138th question is asking, buccal cavity is located from first to mid of third segment. That is B is the correct answer. So 138th question correct answer is B. Now 139 question, in earthworm esophagus is located in, I just now made a mention here now, A 5 to 7, B 7 to 9 segment, C 5 to 8 segment, D 1 to 8. So esophagus is from 5 to 7 segment. So 139 question correct answer is A. Now question number 140, in earthworm gizzard is present in A 7 segment, B 8 segment, C 9 segment, D 11 segment. Gizzard or grinding mill here now, it lies in 8th segment. It is made up of only circular muscles, does not have long tail muscles. Internally it is lined by cuticle, acts as a grinding mill. So 140th question correct answer is B. 141 question here now, in earthworm digestive system, in the digestive system of earthworm, which part is called grinding mill? Just now made a mention, A typhlosole, B rectum, C gizzard and D buccal cavity. Obviously gizzard is the grinding mill. So 141 question correct answer is C gizzard. 142 question, earthworm stomach is present in between A 7 to 9 segment, B 9 to 14 segment, C 8 to 17 segment, D 8 to 14 segments. So 142 question correct answer is 9 to 14 segments. So 142 question correct answer is B. Now 143 question, the food of earthworm is A soil worms, B soil, C inorganic matter, D organic matter. Earthworm is a detritivore. It feeds on decomposing food, decaying leaves and is fond of the organic food containing humic acid here. Detritus food that contains abundant amount of humic acid. So 143 question correct answer is D, that is organic matter. Now 144 question, the glands present in the stomach of earthworm are A humic glands, B pyloric glands, C calciferous glands, D neutral glands. Now earthworm here now, in the stomach two kinds of glands are present, calciferous glands and proteolytic glands. Proteolytic glands synthesize proteases to bring about digestion of proteins. Calciferous glands secrete calcium ions. Now what is the function of calcium ions in our earthworm? As I made a mention earlier, it is a detritivore, feeds on decomposing food which is rich in humic acid. Humic acid is nothing but H2CO3, that is carbonic acid. When it takes more amount of humic acid, it damages the wall of the stomach and intestine. So the wall of the stomach and intestine are prevented from being damaged by humic acid by converting humic acid into calcium carbonate. So this calcium carbonate is called calcite. So calciferous glands minimize the acidity in the stomach by converting excess humic acid into calcite. So 144 question correct answer is C calciferous glands. Now question number 145, in earthworm the main function of calciferous glands is to A digest mucus, B neutralize hydrochloric acid present in humus, C neutralize alkalinity of mud, D neutralize the humic and present in the humus. So 145 question correct answer is neutralize the humic acid present in the humus. 145 question correct answer is D. Now 146 question, in earthworm, intestine starts from A 16 segment, B 14 segment, C 15 segment, D 18 segment here. Stomach is present from 9th to 14th and 15th onwards intestine is present. That intestine is in turn divisible into pre-typhlosolar region which lies from 15th to 26th, typhlosolar region which lies from 27th to posterior 23rd or 25th, post-typhlosolar region which lies in the terminal 23 or 25 segments. So 146 question, correct answer is C, that is 15 segment onwards intestine is present. So 146 question, correct answer is C. Now 147 question, in earthworm intestine starts at 15 segment and extends up to obviously the last segment. So the options are A 20th segment, B 23rd segment, C last segment, D 30th segment. So 147th question, correct answer is C, that is last segment. Now 148th question here now, in earthworm intestinal CK start from A 21st segment, B 22nd segment, C 26th segment, D 20th segment. In 26th segment here now, a pair of blind outgrowths are given out from intestine. They are referred to as intestinal CK. They secrete amylase to bring about digestion of carbohydrates. So 148th question, correct answer is C. Now 149 question here now, in earthworm intestinal CK arise from A intersegmental septa, B pharynx, C stomach, D intestine. Obviously it has to be intestine, you know. So 149 question, correct answer is D. Now 150, in earthworm internal median fold of dorsal body wall of intestine is called A typhlosole, B CK, C rectum, D clitellum. Now in the typhlosolar region, mid-dorsally a muscular fold which is highly vascularized arises from the intestine and extends into its lumen. That muscular fold is called typhlosole. The typhlosole increases area of absorption. So 150th question, correct answer is A typhlosole. Now 151, the main function of typhlosole of earthworm is A secretion of digestive juice, B secretion of saliva, C increasing the area of absorption, D secretion of blood cells. As I made a mention earlier, typhlosole is meant for increasing the area of absorption, that is enhances the rate of absorptive capacity of the intestine. So 151 question, correct answer is C. Now 152, in ferritima which of the following is poorly developed? A clitellum, B muscles, C typhlosole, D epidermis. In ferritima, which of the following is poorly developed? Now among these options, you know, typhlosole is poorly developed in ferritima, well developed in megascolex, you know. So among these options, you know, the correct answer is C typhlosole. Now 153 question, in earthworm alimentary canal opens to the exterior by anus, excretory pore, nephridiopore, cloaca. It opens to the exterior through anus that lies in last segment. So 153 question, correct answer is A. And 154, blood vascular system of earthworm is A open type, B closed type, C semi open type, D semi closed type. In earthworm, in all annelids, you know, blood vascular system is closed type with definite blood vessels, you know. 154 question, correct answer is B closed type. Now 155, number of hearts in earthworm is A 2 pairs, B 2, C 4 pairs, D 4. In ferritima posthuma, 4 pairs of lateral hearts are present. They are present in 7th segment, 9th segment, 12th segment and 13th segment. The lateral hearts of 12th and 13th are also called lateral esophageal hearts because besides collecting blood from dorsal blood vessel, they also collect blood from supraesophageal and in turn discharge the blood into ventral blood vessel. So number of lateral hearts is 4 pairs present in 7, 9, 12th and 13th segment. So 155 question, correct answer is C. Now 156th question here now, in earthworm dorsal and ventral blood vessels are connected by A hearts, B commissures, C anterior loops, D transverse vessels. Now the dorsal and ventral blood vessels, you know, they are mostly connected to each other by hearts, okay, present in 7th, 9th, 12th and 13th because they carry blood from dorsal blood vessel to ventral blood vessel. Anterior loops will be connecting lateral esophageal to supraesophageal, and commissures will be connecting, commissures connect they are the blood vessels that arise from subneural. So among these options, the correct option is A, hearts. So 156th question, correct answer is A. The 157 question, in earthworm, blood flow is ensured by contraction of A, nephridia, B, body wall, C, dorsal blood vessel, and D, ventral blood vessel. In earthworm, among various blood vessels, dorsal blood vessel is thick, muscular, valvular, contractile. The mode of circulation of blood is from posterior to anterior. It is mainly responsible for circulation of blood because it's highly muscular structure and externally appears as a dark line. So 157th question, correct answer is C, dorsal blood vessel. The 158th question here now. In earthworm, blood glands are present in A, 5, 6, 7 segments, B, 4, 5, 6 segments, C, 7, 8, 9 segments, D, 8, 9, 10 segments. Earthworm has 3 pairs of blood glands they are present in 4th, 5th and 6th segments. They synthesize hemoglobin. So 158th question, correct answer is B. Now 159 question in earthworm, blood cells are produced by A, plasma, B, blood glands, C, epidermis, D, muscular layer. Now earthworm doesn't have RBCs, but however certain cells are present in the blood here now. Okay, WBCs and all are present in the blood here now, and those cells are synthesized by blood glands here now. That is 159th question, correct answer is B. So 160 question, in earthworm, hemoglobin is produced by A, plasma, B, blood glands, C, epidermis, D, muscular layer. As I made a mention earlier, hemoglobin in earthworm is produced by blood glands that are present in 4th, 5th and 6th segment. So 160th question, correct answer is B, blood glands. Now 161 question, in earthworm, respiratory pigment hemoglobin is dissolved in A, coelomic fluid, B, blood cells, C, plasma, D, muscular tissue. Earthworm doesn't have RBCs, the hemoglobin is dissolved in blood plasma. Blood is red in color. So 161 question, correct answer is C, plasma. Now 162, in earthworm, blood cells help in A, sensory perception, B, nutrition, C, phagocytosis, D, reproduction. The cells present in the blood like amoebocytes are present in coelomic fluid. Blood also certain phagocytic cells are present. So the main function of these cells is phagocytosis. So 162 question, correct answer is C, phagocytosis. Now 163 question, blood glands are associated with circulatory system of A, earthworm, B, cockroach, C, snail and D, starfish. Obviously in earthworm there are blood glands So 163 question, correct answer is A, earthworm. 164 question, in earthworm, respiration involves A, active transport, B, secondary active transport, C, osmosis, D, diffusion. Earthworm doesn't have any separate organ for respiration. It respires through the outer cuticle by diffusion process. Now to facilitate this respiration or diffusion, it keeps the skin moist. So 164th question, correct answer is D, diffusion. 165 question now, in earthworm, respiration is carried out through A, body wall, B, nephridia, C, setae, D, typhlosole. So it is the body wall, that is cuticle, is meant for respiration. 165 question, correct answer is A, body wall here. Now 166 question here now, what happens to earthworm if the body surface dries up? A, blood circulation stops at once, B, nephridia cannot function, C, setae cannot bend, D, it cannot perform respiration. Now if the body wall, that is cuticle, dries up earthworm is subjected to asphyxiation or suffocation and dies of suffocation So the 166th question, correct answer is D, it cannot perform respiration. Now 167 question, in earthworm, septal nephridia start from the intersegmental septum. A, 15 by 16, B, 16 by 17, C, 18 by 19, D, 14 by 15. Earthworm has got 3 types of nephridia: pharyngeal nephridia, septal nephridia and integumentary nephridia. Septal nephridia are present from 15 segment onwards. Then every segment 80 to 100 septal nephridia are present. The septal nephridia are open type and enteronephric. Then pharyngeal nephridia are present in 4, 5 and 6 segments now. They open into the alimentary canal, that is they are closed and enteronephric. Integumentary nephridia are present from 3rd segment onwards, they are closed and exonephric. So 167 question, correct answer is A, that is 15/16 onwards the septal nephridia are present. Now 168 question, the segments of earthworm in which nephridia absent are A 14, 15, 16, B 5, 6, 7, 8, C 1 and 2, D 14, 15, 16, 17. Now as I made a mention earlier, integumentary nephridia are there from 3rd segment onwards, septal nephridia are there from 15th segment onwards, 4, 5, 6 segments pharyngeal nephridia are present. So the only segments without nephridia are 1 and 2. So 168 question, correct answer is C. Now 169 question, the type of nephridia attached to the body wall are A septal nephridia, B integumentary nephridia, C pharyngeal nephridia, D meganephridia. The nephridia that attach to the skin internally are integumentary nephridia. They are also called micronephridia. They are closed and exonephric. So 169 question, correct answer is B. Now 170 question, integumentary nephridia of earthworm open A into stomach, B into intestine, C outside through the body wall, D into clitellum. Now the integumentary nephridia are closed, that is they don't have nephrostome, and they are exonephric, that is they open to the exterior through skin, that is through nephridiopores present in the skin here. Now 170 question, correct answer is C. Now 171 question, pharyngeal nephridia of earthworm are present in A 5, 6, 7, B 9, 8, 9, 10, C 4, 5, 6 segments, D 15, 16, 17 segments. I have already made a mention about this. Pharyngeal nephridia, 3 pairs of bunches of pharyngeal nephridia are present in 4th, 5th and 6th segment. Pharyngeal nephridia of 6th segment open into buccal cavity through long pharyngeal nephridial ducts. The pharyngeal nephridia of 5th and 6th open into pharynx through pharyngeal nephridial ducts. The pharyngeal nephridia do not have nephrostome, so they are closed. As they open into the alimentary canal, they are called enteronephric. They are also called peptonephric because they are supposed to secrete digestive enzymes, also called tufted nephridia. So 171 question, correct answer is C, 4, 5 and 6 segments. So C is the correct answer for 171. Now 172 question, in earthworm, following nephridia are described as tufted nephridia, A integumentary nephridia, B septal nephridia, C pharyngeal nephridia, D micronephridia. Now just now I made a mention here now, the pharyngeal nephridia are also called tufted nephridia because they are in the form of bunches or clusters. So 172 question, correct answer is C pharyngeal nephridia. Now 173 question, in earthworm, open type nephridia are A pharyngeal nephridia, B micronephridia, C septal nephridia, D integumentary nephridia. Now the nephridia, if they are provided with nephrostome, they are called open type. So in earthworm, open type of nephridia are septal nephridia, the other two are closed, that is integumentary and pharyngeal nephridia are closed. So 173 question, correct answer is C, septal nephridia. Septal nephridia is the correct answer. Now 174 question, the process of producing enriched fertility of soil by earthworm is called A aeration, B manuring, C vermicomposting, D vermiculture. Now earthworms are called friend of farmers because they produce vermicompost here now, and after extraction of the vermicompost, even the water that is used to clean that area is called vermiwash. Vermiwash is also used as a foliar spray. 174th question, the correct answer is vermicomposting. The process of producing enriched fertility of soil, that is, he says fertility of the soil can be enriched by which one he is saying. So it is obviously vermicompost. So 174th question, correct answer is C. Now 175 question, match the following is given, correct combination, list 1 and list 2. List 1 you have A Nereis, B Aphrodite, C Arenicola, D Tubifex. List 2 you have A 1 freshwater oligochaete, 2 lugworm, 3 sandworm and 4 sea mouse. Now I'll see the answers, try to match. A Nereis. Nereis is commonly called sandworm or ragworm or clamworm. So third option is correct. Then B Aphrodite. Aphrodite is commonly called sea mouse. Fourth option is correct. Then C. Arenicola. Arenicola is commonly called lugworm or lobeworm, belongs to Polychaeta. So second option is correct. D. Tubifex. Tubifex is an oligochaete commonly called bloodworm. So, or freshwater oligochaete, that is the correct answer. So, the answers are A3, B4, A3, B4, C2 and D1. So, 175 question correct answer is C. 176 question is again another match the following here now. List 1, A. Arenicola, B. Hirudinaria, C. Pontopdella, D. Hemodipsa. List 2 you have number 1 land leech, number 2 marine leech, number 3 lugworm, number 4 freshwater leech. Try to get the answers here now. A. Arenicola, commonly called lugworm or lobeworm. So third option is correct. B. Hirudinaria is given. Hirudinaria granulosa is commonly called Indian cattle leech. It is a freshwater leech. So fourth option is correct. C. Pontopdella. Pontopdella is commonly called skate sucker, sucks the blood of cartilage fish called steaks. So it's obviously marine leech now. So second option is correct. D. Hemodipsa. Hemodipsa is commonly called land leech. So first option is correct. So the answer is A3, B4, C2 and D1. 176 question correct answer is B. Now 177 question you have is also match the following list 1 and list 2. List 1 you have A. Bristlewworm, B. Earthworm, C. Leeches. Under list 2 you have 1 Hirudinea, 2 Polychaeta, 3 Oligochaeta. Now A. Bristlewworms. Commonly the polychaetes are called bristlewworms. So the answer for this is 2. B. Earthworms. Earthworms belong to Oligochaeta. So Oligochaeta, third option is correct. C. Leeches. Leeches belong to Hirudinea. Okay, class Hirudinea. So first option is correct. So A2, B3 and C1. So C option is correct here now. 177th question correct answer is C. 178 question here now. Again match the following is given. List 1 and list 2. List 1 you have A. Clitellum is absent. B. Clitellum is conspicuous during breeding season. C. Lacks distinct head. Under list 2 you have number 1 Oligochaeta, number 2 Polychaeta, number 3 Hirudinea. Now list 1 if you take Clitellum is absent. A. Clitellum is absent in Polychaeta. Polychaeta there is no Clitellum at all. So A2 is the correct option. Then B if you read out Clitellum is conspicuous during breeding season here now. During breeding season the Clitellum makes its appearance in Hirudinea. In Oligochaeta Clitellum is permanent. So obviously the correct option for B is the third option. Then C you have C lacks distinct head. Now in Oligochaeta distinct head is absent. Okay, so C should be 1 answer. So correct answer is 1. So A2, B3 and C1. A2, B3 and C1 are the correct options here now. So 178th question correct answer is B. 179th question match the following. List 1 A. Parapodia help in locomotion and respiration. B. Setae help in locomotion. C. Suckers help in locomotion. List 2 1 Hirudinea, 2 Polychaeta, 3 Oligochaeta. Now under list 1 if you take A. It says parapodia help. The parapodia are the locomotory organs in polychaeta. Besides locomotion, they also help in respiration. So obviously the answer for A is polychaeta, that is second option is correct. Then B, setae help in locomotion, oligochaeta. Okay, main locomotor organs in polychaeta are parapodia, even though there are setae in them, and the main locomotor organs in oligochaeta are setae. So obviously the correct answer for B is 3. Then C says suckers. Suckers are the locomotor organs in leeches. So 1 is the answer. So A2, B3 and C1. A2, B3 and C1, that is C. 179 question, correct answer is C. Now question number 180, match the following. List 1 you have A. Prostomium, B. Spermatical apertures, C. Setigerous sacs, D. Hydrostatic skeleton. Under list 2 you have number 1 coelomic fluid, number 2 5 to 9 segments, number 3 not a true segment, number 4 where the setae are embedded. Now under list 1 if you take A. Prostomium, prostomium is not a true segment because it doesn't originate from pygidium and doesn't enclose viscera. So not a true segment, that is A. Correct option is 3. A. Correct option is 3. B. Spermatical apertures. Spermatical apertures are present intersegmentally between 5 by 6, 6 by 7, 7 by 8 and 8 by 9. So second option is correct. And for C, Setigerous sacs. I told you already, setigerous sacs are the invaginations of epidermis. They lodge setae. So among these, fourth option is correct. Now D, if we take hydrostatic skeleton, coelomic fluid acts as hydrostatic skeleton to bring about locomotion. So one option is correct. So answer is A3, B2, C4 and D1. So 180 question, correct answer is B. Now 181 question here, now match the following. List 1 and list 2. List 1 you have A. Dravida grandis, B. Ketogaster annandale, C. Megascolides australis, D. Ferritima postuma. Under list 2 you have number 1 common Indian earthworm, number 2 longest earthworm, number 3 smallest earthworm, number 4 longest earthworm in South India. Now A, it says Dravida. Dravida is the longest earthworm in India. Longest earthworm in India. So common Indian earthworm, longest earthworm, smallest earthworm, longest earthworm in South India. So fourth option is correct. Then if you take B, B says Ketogaster. Ketogaster supposed to be the smallest earthworm in the world. Smallest earthworm in the world. So third option is correct. And C, if you take Megascolides australis, Megascolides australis is supposed to be the longest earthworm in the world. So longest earthworm, second option is correct. Then D, Ferritima. Ferritima is the common earthworm in North India. So common Indian earthworm, first option is correct. So A4, correct answers are A4, B3, C2 and D1. So 181 question, correct answer is A. 182 question, sea cucumbers are included in the class A. Echinoidea, B. Holothuriidea, C. Ophiuroidea, D. Asteroidea. The sea cucumbers belong to Holothuriidea. Okay, example Cucumeria, Holothuria, Synapta, they all belong to Holothuriidea of phylum Echinodermata. So 182 question, correct answer is B. Holothuriidea. Now 183 question here now. Arms, spines, pedicellariae are absent in the class A. Holothuriidea, B. Ophiuroidea, C. Echinoidea, D. Asteroidea. In Asteroidea, arms are present, spines are there, pedicellariae, all of them are present. In Echinoidea, arms are absent, but pedicellariae and spines are present. In Ophiuroidea, spines are present, arms are present, pedicellariae are absent. But in Holothuriidea, arms, spines and pedicellariae are absent. So 183 question, correct answer is A. Holothuriidea. Now 184 question here now. coraceous skin is found in the class A. Holothuridia, B. Ophiuridia, C. Echinoidea, D. Asteroidea. In Holothuridia, the spines are absent, the skin is velvety and smooth here now, which is called coraceous. But however, below the skin here now, there are wheel and axial spicules. So 184th question, correct answer is A. Holothuridia. Now 185 question here now, in Holothuridians, loose spicules are found in A. Pedicellariae, B. Respiratory trees, C. Dermis, D. Cloacal trees. Now those spicules, as I made a mention earlier, wheel spicules and axial spicules are embedded in the dermis. So 185 question, correct answer is C. Dermis. Now 186 question here now, the oral retractile tentacles of Holothurians are the modifications of A. Pedicellariae, B. Spines, C. Tube feet, D. Arms. In Holothuridia, the tube feet are modified into retractile oral tentacles. They have got elongated or subcylindrical body. Mouth is present at one end and anus at the opposite end. Around mouth there are retractile oral tentacles and they are the modified tube feet, you know. So 186th question, correct answer is C. Tube feet. Now 187 question, in Holothuridia, madreporoid is following A. absent, B. embedded in leathery skin, C. present in the cloacal region, D. suspended in the coelom. In Holothuridia, madreporoid is absent externally, it lies within the coelom, you know. So 187 question, correct answer is D. suspended in the coelom. Now 188 question here now, in Holothuridia, the respiratory organs are A. respiratory trees, B. soft leathery skin, C. dermal ossicles, and D. madreporoid here now. The cloacal respiratory trees act as respiratory organs in Holothuridia. Echinoidea, respiration is by peristomial gills. Ophiuridia, respiration is by genital bursae, and in Asteroidea, respiration is by tube feet and dermal branchiae. Correct answer is A. respiratory trees. Now 189 question, in Holothuridia, respiratory trees arise from A. mouth, B. cloaca, C. spines, D. skin. They arise from cloaca, that's why they are referred to as cloacal respiratory trees. 189 question, correct answer is B. Now 190, the larval form of Holothuridia is A. auricularia, B. echinopluteus, C. ophiopluteus, D. bipinnaria. Now bipinnaria is a larva of Asteroidea, Ophiopluteus is the larva of Ophiuridia, Echinopluteus is the larva of Echinoidea, Auricularia is the larva of Holothuridia. So 190 question, correct answer is A. Auricularia. Now 191 question, Cucumeria, Synapta, Thione are the representatives of the class A. Asteroidea, B. Crinoidea, C. Echinoidea, D. Holothuridia. All of them belong to class Holothuridia. So 191 question, correct answer is D. Holothuridia. Now 192 question, identify the Holothuridian from the following: A. Thione, B. Clypeaster, C. Ophiothrix, D. Astidias. Among these, Clypeaster is commonly called cake urchin, belongs to Echinoidea. Ophiothrix is commonly called brittle star, belongs to Ophiuridia. Astidias is commonly called starfish, belongs to Asteroidea. So Thione is a Holothuridian. So 192 question, correct answer is A. Thione. Now 193 question here now is the match the following. You got list 1 and list 2. Under list 1 it says A. two-jawed pedicellariae, B. tube feet without suckers, C. Aristotle lantern, D. coraceous skin. Under list 2, you have 1 sea urchin, 2 sea cucumber, 3 starfish, 4 brittle star. Now, if you try to get the answers now, A, under list 1 A, two-jawed pedicellariae. Two-jawed pedicellariae are present in most of the echinoderms, preferably Asteroidea. So, starfish is the correct answer. So, third option is correct for this. The next B is tube feet without suckers. The tube feet without suckers in Ophiuridia, they are without suckers. Even in Crinoidea also they are without suckers. Okay. Then so among these the correct option is, fourth option is correct here now. Brittle stars, the 2 feet are without suckers. Okay. Then next C, it says Aristotle lantern. Aristotle lantern. Aristotle lantern is a phygoid masticatory organ in echinoids. So the correct answer is first one, sea urchins. Then D, coraceous skin. Coraceous skin, as you learnt earlier, it is present in holothuridians. So C, cucumber is the correct answer. So 2 is the correct answer for this. So the answers are A3, B4, C1 and D2. This is the correct answer. So the answer is C for this 193 question. Correct answer is C. Question number 194. Match the following. List 1 and list 2. List 1 you have A, feather star, B, sea lily without serae, C, sea lily with serae, D, basket star. Under list 2 you have number 1 Garganocephalus, number 2 Tilocrinus, number 3 Bedicrinus, number 4 Neometra. Now you take first one A, feather star. Feather stars and sea lilies belong to Crinoidea. So among these feather star is Tropiometra, Neometra, Lamprometra. They are called feather stars. So the correct answer is fourth one. Fourth option is correct. Then B. So sea lily without cirrus is Bedicrinus. So third option is correct. Sea lily without cirri is third option. Bedicrinus is a sea lily without cirri. C, sea lily with cirri is Tilocrinus. So second option is correct. Second option is correct here now. Then D, basket star. Brittle stars and basket stars belong to Ophiuridia. Garganocephalus is commonly called basket star. So D option, basket star. Correct option is first one. Okay, Garganocephalus. So the answer is A4, B3, C2 and D1. So 194th question, correct answer is A. 195 again you have matched the following, list 1 and list 2. Under list 1 you have A, heart urchin, B, cake urchin, C, sand dollar, D, sea urchin. Under list 2 you have number 1 Clypeaster, number 2 Echinus, number 3 Echinocardium, number 4 Echinodiscus. I'll try to get the answers. A, heart urchin is given. Commonly Clypeaster is commonly called Echinocardium is commonly called heart urchin. So third option is correct. B, cake urchin is given. Clypeaster is commonly called cake urchin. So first option is correct. C, sand dollar. Sand dollar. You have Echinodiscus, commonly called sand dollar. So fourth option is correct. Now D, sea urchin. Sea urchin is Echinus, is commonly called sea urchin. So second option is correct. So the answer is A3, B1, C4 and D2. So in 195 question, correct answer is A. Now 196 question here now. Match the following you have list 1 and list 2. Under list 1 you have A, Crinoidea, B, Asteroidea, C, Ophiuridia, D, Echinoidea, E, Holothuridia. Under list 2 you have number 1 three-joint pedicellariea, number 2 biramous arms with pinnules, number 3 arms are not clearly demarcated from the central disc, number 4 arms are long, flexible, fragile and demarcated, number 5 skin is leathery. Now try to get the answers here now. First one it says Crinoidea. In Crinoidea, arms are biramous with pinnules. So biramus with small leaflet-like projections called pinnules in sea lilies and feather stars. So second option is correct. So A2. Now B, asteroidea. In asteroidea, arms are not clearly demarcated from central disc. Arms are not clearly demarcated from central disc, and the umbilical grooves are open. So arms, third option, arms are not clearly demarcated from central disc. So third option is correct. Next C, Ophiuroidea. In Ophiuroidea, arms are clearly demarcated from central disc and they are highly fragile. Arms are, so fourth option could be correct. Arms are long, flexible, fragile and demarcated. So fourth option is correct. The next D, Echinoidea. Echinoidea, there are no arms now. Arms, a tough shell is present. All the ossicles are fused to form a tough shell called theca or test or corona, and 3-jawed pedicellaria are present here. So D, correct answer, Echinoidea. Next he says E. Under E, Holothuridea is given. Holothuridea, skin is without spines and leathery, which is called coraceous skin. So fifth option is correct, leathery skin. So the answers are A2, B3, C4, D1 and E5. That is the correct answer. 196 question, correct answer is so D. Now 197 question, match the following. Here you have list 1 and list 2. Under list 1, the larvae are given: A. Bipinnaria, B. Auricularia, C. Ophiopluteus, D. Doliolaria, E. Echinopluteus. Under list 2, examples are given: number 1, sea urchin, number 2, brittle star, number 3, starfish, number 4, sea lily, number 5, sea cucumber. Now A. Bipinnaria. Bipinnaria is a larva of asteroids, that is starfish. Starfish is given under third option. So third is the correct answer. Now he says B, Auricularia. Auricularia is the larva of holothuridians, that is sea cucumbers. So fifth option is correct. Ophiopluteus is the larva of ophiurids or brittle stars. So second option is correct. Under D, Doliolaria is given. Pentacrinoid and Doliolaria are the larvae of crinoids. Crinoids are sea lilies. So fourth option is correct. E, Echinopluteus. Echinopluteus is the larva of echinoids, that is sea urchins. First option is correct. So the correct answers are A3, B5, C2, D4 and E1. They are the correct answers. So 197 question, correct answer is A.